A to the L to the I to the Z to the E, and it's all on me. Legend Z. Alizé. Baby! Back with another video yet again. Alright? So I hope everyone's doing good. I like to start off my video by, wishing you guys an amazing day, an amazing time. And yes, we're going back into quarantine again. I'm really sorry. I'm pretty sweaty. After this, I'm actually going to take a shower. I just came back from washing, and it is so hot, guys. It's very hot. However, before I even tell you about today's topic, I was going to play some music in the background. I hope I don't get in trouble for this, okay? New to the whole YouTube thing, so I just wanted to play this song by August Alsina. It's called Lessons. I really like this song. It sounds pretty dope to, little something in the background. So, today's topic is going to be about cultivating self-awareness and self-confidence, all right? But it's going to be a little bit different because what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down the meaning of self-awareness. I'm going to break down how to cultivate self-awareness and the meaning of values, beliefs, and desires. So you guys already know I don't edit, so if I do mess up, please let me know in the comments, because I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I used to be smoking that good back in the day, baby. You know what I'm saying? No, but seriously, it does cause short-term memory loss. That's why I really don't smoke anymore. But all right, we're gonna just jump right into it. So what I was doing with my notes, because the title of it is Cultivating Self-Awareness and Self-Confidence. And as you can see, if you can read that, please don't judge my handwriting. I'm really working on it. I've been told that my handwriting is terrible, okay? I have to work on that. But what you can see right there is this preparation. You really can't see it, but it's this preparation. To cultivate. Cultivate meanings, preparation means to prepare. So what this title is saying is prepare for self-awareness, meaning you have to be willing to prepare yourself to become self-aware of how you react and how you respond to things, and also how you're going to react with relationships, with family, you know what I'm saying, with friends, and also how you're going to act in the professional field. So you want to become aware, and self-awareness is meaning, for example, I had a conversation with a friend of mine, right? And the conversation didn't go so well the first time. I don't know if you guys can still hear the music in the background, but the conversation didn't go so well. However, the first time, however, the way he came at me was very disrespectful, but what he was telling me, he was trying to tell me how he felt and his concerns. Now, the way you come at a person is what's going to determine how that person is going to react to you. And that's going to bring you back to emotions. See, it all ties in, guys. It's going to determine how that person's going to respond. So if you come at a person in a negative way, they're going to react in a negative way. They're going to respond to you in a negative way because it's cause and effect. So when he came at me that way, the first instinct was to hang up the phone. And that's what I decided to do. I decided to hang up the phone because at that moment I knew I was going to say something that I may regret, and the situation would become even bigger than it already was. Okay? And basically what I took down, these are notes I was looking and researching. It says, take internal inventory. The definition of inventory meaning a list, meaning to complete a list of your values, your beliefs, and your desires. Okay? And basically what I decided to do, I'm gonna come to value. So I'm not talking about the values of, values of things that you possess externally, okay? But what I'm saying is, what is values to you? Now, a teacher of mine had explained, he expressed that we say things or we say these complete sentences without actually breaking down each word and what each word does mean. What is the true meaning of this? And I myself, I don't know everything. However, what it is good to do, which a friend of mine, he told me to do this: research what you don't know. That way, when it comes up again, you're like, oh, I know what that means. Okay. And see, words it's just like when you're speaking, they say be careful what you say, because you don't really know the true meaning of what this person may be saying, or you don't know the true meaning behind these words. It's always a small detail to pay attention to. And what I'm going to go into is what are values. So I decided to say, okay, a person that has some things that are valuable to someone externally would be their possessions, their car, their house, their jewelry, things that they find valuable. But we're talking about internal inventory. So what's a list of internal values? You have your heart, you have your time, which is your time management, you have your energy, you have your spirit, and love. Now the reason I put this down here is because this is very important. The reason your heart is valuable is because when you choose to allow someone to consistently hurt you and put yourself in situations, which I have, you are allowing that person to disrespect your value. You don't value your heart because you deserve better, or and I'm not just talking about in love. This could be with, like I said, family does not have to be blood. Friendships, okay? Or you put yourself in certain situations and it's breaking you, you're hurting your heart, right? You're not taking into consideration that your heart is something you should value, because your heart, your love, you are loved, and that is where you begin to find love within yourself. Okay, that's very important. Your time, how your time is being used. But let's use relationships, because a lot of people want to say this. It's a lot easier. The reason I say this is because when a person isn't showing you or giving you the same amount of time, and you're putting into this relationship. I like to think of relationships like this: a business. I'm putting in time, I'm investing effort, meaning I'm giving my value to this relationship. However, what we forget is we give too much of our value to other people, but we don't get that same value to ourselves back in return. Follow me, okay? Then you have your energy. Have you ever been in a situation where you gave your energy to somebody? Like, your energy is very sacred. That's why they say, be careful who you surround yourself with. Energy is very powerful, because there was a guy. He's not just a realtor. He works in finances. It's in real estate though. Mortgager. I think he's a mortgager. He handles the money. Okay. Don't judge me. Don't judge me, baby. But he said his grandmother told him, show me who you're with, and I'll tell you who you are. Because depending on the people that you surround yourself with, and depending on those type of people's energy, that's going to affect you. So if you're giving your energy and all your time and investing your heart, okay, into something that that is going to fail, if you've seen the red flags, if you've seen this before, are you really valuing yourself? Do we value ourselves? Don't worry, I'm getting into it, babe. Hold on. And then we come with spirit. Our spirits are very important. Our souls are very important. Okay? And the reason is because our spirit is what makes us who we are. That's what I believe. Your spirit is what makes you who you are. It's not about how you look on the outside. It's not about the external things in life, but spiritually who you are. Your spirit is very powerful. Okay? How they say speak to your higher self. How they say speak to your ancestors. How they say, speak to your angels, your spirit guides. And that voice that's inside of your head, intuition. I'm going to research a little bit more on that, so I'm going to get back on that topic, okay? I don't know too much about it, but like I said, I ain't afraid to say it and learn about it and come back and put it right out here. But love, okay? Love. A lot of us don't value our love or know how to value ourselves because we don't love ourselves. We cannot build a foundation with another person or be able to commit that, have that commitment with another being if we don't have that commitment with first ourselves. And becoming self-aware of your values is the most important thing, because that is when you start to become aware of your worth. You start to become aware of who you are and what you can bring to the table. You start to become aware of what you can do and the capabilities and the abilities that you know, and the skills that you can implement to go farther in life. That is when you start to become valuable. That's something that I researched about values. Also, we talk about beliefs. A belief is acceptance that something is true or exists, okay? And when you believe in something, whatever your philosophical belief is, okay, you are accepting that it's true and that it exists. So once you have the faith in God, or you have the faith in the universe, you have that specific belief and you are holding that belief. They say, believe in the yet unseen. People will say, I'll believe it when I see it. But that means you don't have faith. So if you don't have faith, then how do you have belief? You follow me? And then it goes on, it gets into manifestation too. Desire is a strong feeling of wanting to have something, wishing for it to happen. Once you have a belief, like when you manifest, whatever you desire to manifest, once you have, they say ask, believe, and you shall receive. 3 things, okay? No, don't be going out here thinking that you could just ask for money and it's going to fall out the sky. Please do not think that. You must work for it. You have to. That is what you must do. Action. But that's another, topic for another story and another time. So when you have a desire, you go and you say, this is what I want. This is my desire. And then that's when you have to implement the belief to believe that that specific desire will come to you. And once you actually believe that it will come to you, that is when you drop the desire and you let it go, and you let whatever higher power, because I do believe in a higher power, whatever exists out there is going to make it happen. Period. Then your purpose. Purpose is a reason for which something is done or created for which it exists. What is your purpose? What is your purpose in life? Even still, I myself can say my purpose in life is to help people. But how do I specifically know my purpose in life if I haven't really dug deep? And I remember watching Eric Thomas. He went on to say, you have many gifts, but some of you don't know what those gifts are. You don't just have one gift. You have many gifts. You know what I'm saying? Like I myself, I've made songs. I like to call myself an artist because I do write my own music, and my brother, he makes beats. So, I can rap, I can write, okay? I can speak, okay? I can teach. What are other things that you have? What are other gifts and talents that you know that you possess? Because what is your true, because then that is where you will be able to determine your true purpose. And see, remember, your purpose is created. So it's up to you to go out and find your purpose. That is when action comes in. Okay? Now, going back to this, because I wanted to break it down. Because take internal inventory of your values, beliefs, and desires. When you start to take that internally and you create a list of your values and your beliefs and your desires, that is when you start to become more self-aware. You start cultivating self-awareness, because you will start to, and self-confidence. The reason is because you will be able to make a list of all these things, and then you can go back internally and then start and begin to work on yourself. It says to turn your purpose into action and to challenge yourself. See, this all revolves around emotions. This revolves around success. This revolves around everything as a whole, because you must take action. Like I had mentioned with your purpose, take action to find your purpose. Your purpose exists. It's already been created. You just have to find it. And that can be internally, okay? And repeat positive affirmations. Repeat positive affirmations. There's affirmations that I listen to, and it's called I am. And they said the power of saying I am. That's why when you say negative things about yourself and you say I am ugly, I am not good enough, things like that, you start to implement, you start to digest those things subconsciously within, and that becomes your subconscious beliefs. And those subconscious beliefs end up manifesting externally out into to reflect back into your reality. Like they say, life is like a mirror. So what you see in front of that mirror is what you're going to reflect back. Everything. Okay? So whatever you digest internally is going to affect you in the external, in your external reality. So the reason I wanted to bring this up is because self-awareness is something to be aware of. And I want to tell you a quick story, because I myself, I felt I needed to say this because this is very important. All my life, I have been the kind of person that does not listen. I don't listen to people. I don't care about, how your feelings were, what you were concerned about. And the reason I say I didn't care was because they say heart is spelled, I seen a post, heart is Heart. And within the space, take out the H and take out the T. And what does it say? It spells ear. Listen. And I remember Will Smith saying, love, L-U-V, listen, understand, and validate. Okay? And I'm going to look up that definition actually right now while we're, on, I don't mind looking up, words in front of you guys. Okay? Validate is check or prove the validity or accuracy of something. So if you really love somebody, you will be willing to listen to them. You will be willing to hear them out. Okay? And one thing I knew was when the conversation that I had with my friend in the beginning, it went very, very bad. It was very terrible, and it was on my birthday, and he was upset, and I disrespected him. I did. And the next day when we had the conversation pertaining to what happened, I'm not getting into it, but when we had the conversation a second time, I decided to listen to him. I listened to everything that he said. I heard it. I digested it internally, and I said, you're right. You're absolutely right. And it takes a strong-minded person to do that. You think I felt comfortable? Absolutely not. I'm used to popping off and saying, no, you're wrong. No, I'm right. But that's not fair, because Alizé is not always right. Alizé is not always in Alizé doesn't know everything. So why should I act like I know everything and act like I'm right all the time, knowing damn well that I'm not? Excuse my language. So my whole thing is, when you become, and that's something that I shared with my therapist, I was aware, just like the first conversation, I was aware I was getting upset. So the first instinct was to hang up the phone. But that wasn't a right thing to do either. However, it was better than just saying, oh, F you and this, that, and the third, and getting upset about a situation and then making the situation bigger than it already was. Stop adding more fuel to the flame. So if you really start, once you become self-aware of these things, once you start to really cultivate that, meaning that you're preparing to be self-aware of your actions and how you respond to things, then people will react to you in a different way. You will start to see that even you yourself can become aware that you're upset. And when you become aware that you're upset, that's when you have the time to look at the bigger picture and ask yourself, am I really upset at the person, or am I upset at the, what is it? Is it the person or the problem? Because what if it's not really the person? It could be the problem. Is it the problem? Or am I just upset because I'm choosing not to hear and specifically listen? You can hear something. There's a difference between hearing and listening. Hearing is when you just hear it. Listening actively is when you actually listen to a person. A person that is willing to listen to you is going to nod, is going to say, go on, is going to ask questions about what you're, is going to engage in the conversation because they're listening. They're not just, oh, yeah, okay, Yeah, anyway, girl, I gotta go ahead and get my nails done. You say something? Oh, she ain't saying nothing. Girl, please. Okay. You get what I'm saying? So my whole thing is, when that made me feel good, because that made me look at it as, if I can do this with him and he's giving me constructive criticism, he's giving me feedback on my actions and what I can do differently in the future. The old Alizé would have been like, oh man, you wrong, don't be telling me that, I ain't trying to hear all that. And see, like I had mentioned before in my last couple of videos ago, when Les Brown said, if you know that you're not going to make those mistakes, because it doesn't matter what you did yesterday, what matters is what you do today. And if you know that you're not going to make those mistakes again, then you are convicting an innocent person as of today, because every day we are being reborn. And I decided to take some notes on negative thinking, and I'll probably get into that later on, because I just might drop another video for y'all. And my whole thing is, see, like I said, I'm willing to share my life story with you and actually show you guys that yes, I am working on myself, and yes, I am studying every day and researching how to become a better woman. These videos are not just to put out because, oh, I just want to put videos out every day. I really feel that in my heart and in my soul that the universe and my angels have spoken to me, and they said, you have a lot of knowledge, so why not share it with the rest of the world? And I want to live like each day is my last, and I'm in a state of emergency, a state of urgency. And the reason I say that is because Les Brown was talking about this. Live like it is your last day, because you never know when you're going to leave this earth, and you never know when the last is your last. So my whole thing is, I would rather keep putting these videos out for you guys and reaching somebody out there, because I know somebody needs to hear this, and I know that somebody's watching my videos, and I know for a fact that somebody is very intrigued by what I'm saying and wants to change their life as well. Do not let other people hinder you, and do not let other people's words get to you. There's some moments where I feel like I can be slow, because there's certain things that I may not understand that may be simpler to other people. Not everybody understands common sense, because not common sense is not common to common people. So don't be out here thinking that you're dumb. What makes you dumb is not the fact of you not knowing it, but not learning it and trying to actually understand it. And this is something that he showed me and he brought to my attention, and I want to say thank you to him, because not only did he give me constructive criticism, but he gave me feedback on how I can improve my life and better myself as a woman and become a better wife and a better mother, as well as even in professionalism, become a better leader. Pause. I'm sorry, guys, it paused on me, okay? But become a better leader, where my colleagues will be able to trust me because I know my values, and I'm self-aware of how I actually can manage my emotions. I'm self-aware, because one thing my godmom said to me, because this is very, very important. One thing she said to me is, what if there's one thing you have to realize is, when you're in business, you don't have time. If somebody upsets you or makes you upset, you don't have time to take a 5 to 10 minute break. So what you got to do is, you got to say, okay, this person said this, okay, this happened. All right. You got to see what you can do to still do what you to still handle your business. You can't walk out on your business and your colleagues and your whole team just because somebody upset you, or because they're not going to trust you. They're going to say, wow, you can't manage your emotions. Like, why would I want to work with somebody like that? Why would I want to be around someone like this? Why would I even want to trust you with business, because you can't manage your emotions? So this all goes back into self-image, and the reason it does is because your self-image is very important, not just only in just the outer reality, but your inner reality. Internally, this is important, because everything that you do is going to reflect back on you. I have had karma come back multiple times to me. I have had bad things happen to me because of things and decisions that I have made and I am not proud of. But now, as of today, I can say that I am implementing new strategies and new abilities and skills to do better with my life and to become a better being, not for anyone else, but for myself. Because it all starts with you. It starts here. It starts with me. It starts with you. Okay? We're in this together. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys will just, continue to watch me And like I said, if whatever you want me to talk about, let me know. I'm all open, I'm all ears. I like researching, I like looking up different stuff. But just remember, become self aware of your emotions. Become self aware when you are about to get upset, or once you become self aware, that is a magical step. And the reason I call it magical is because that's the first step to change and growth. All right, peace.